So I found that some women hold the belief that what is the point of getting dressed up? What is the point of showing up as my best self if I don't have a special occasion, if I don't have somewhere to be? I'm going to share 5 things with you that I hope will change your mind in this video. Even if no one's watching, getting dressed every day is a powerful confidence tool. So let's get into number 1 tip. When you get dressed, you actually are creating magic in the mundane. Let's be honest, every day is not a thrill, right? Most of the average person's day isn't filled with a lot, right? You have your habits, you have your routines, and sometimes you wonder, how can I spice it up, right? We all can't be traveling every day, or we can't go to nice fancy restaurants every day. So how can you add magic to your life? The solution: get dressed. Getting dressed transforms how you see your everyday life. I want to share with you actually something that happened just today. I was walking into my office and someone held the door open for me. They didn't have to do that, but they waited for me to walk up to the door and they held it open for me. And then when I got on the elevator, the cleaning lady who cleans our offices, she said, "You look beautiful today." And I said, "Okay, thank you." And I didn't realize how much I needed that little compliment. Like, you don't need it, but it's nice to have, right? Compliments coming at you, like when someone compliments you, there's just something about it that really boosts your own perception of how you see yourself. It's such a positive mirror. I've also found that this also allows you to romanticize your day moving forward. It helps you walk a little taller when you are put together, and when you do receive moments like that where people are acknowledging your presence in a positive way. You are getting feedback in a positive way. Second thing that I want to cover is you're going to attract better opportunities and just overall better energy in your life. Look, people take cues from your presentation, okay? This is something that you cannot get past. I know we've heard the phrase, "don't judge a book by its cover." And there's a lot of phrases that I realized recently that are out here that are just blatantly incorrect. But I'm here to set the record straight. That is not true. We all judge books by their cover. I mean, if you walk into a bookstore, you are literally judging that book by its cover. And so we're not going to pretend that that's not true. And we're visual creatures. So if we're doing that with a book, how much more do you think we're going to do with people? I learned a crazy statistic recently that we have between 100 to 500 milliseconds to make a first impression with another person. That is insane. I didn't say seconds. I said milliseconds. So that's like under a second to make a presentation, to make a good first impression on the outside world. This lets me know that you can't even open your mouth to even persuade someone about anything, because their mind is already made up before you even say what it is you want to say. I want to talk about the concept of the halo effect. I'm actually going to read the definition to you. Halo effect is a cognitive bias that claims that positive impressions of people or things in one area positively influence our feelings in other areas. So what does this mean? This in reality could look like, wow, she looks put together. She looks beautiful. She looks like she cares about herself. She must be wise. She must be qualified. She must be competent. She must be protected. She must be listened to. She must be promoted. The list goes on. When you carry yourself in a certain way, it's not superficial. It actually is magnifying out to the world what it is that you want to get back. It would be so wonderful if in the world women were seen as competent when they are, qualified when they are, right? But at the end of the day, what you put out, remember that 100 to 500 millisecond moment to make a first impression, to be the picture, to sell yourself on whatever it is, that's not very long. So make sure you are spending time on yourself and your presentation, and go ahead and create that halo effect today. The third point I want to talk about is you build self-trust. You actually build self-trust through repetition. So if you're someone who's trying to get healthy and get fit, if you're taking care of yourself, if you decide, I'm going to start walking tomorrow, then you walk the next day, then you walk the next day, you have built self-trust within yourself, and you now see yourself as a woman who walks, right? Or if you are someone who's trying to eat healthy, every day that you eat healthy, you are now building an identity and a belief that you are someone who eats healthy. And the same goes with this. Every time you show up for yourself, you are telling yourself, I matter. You're telling yourself, I am important. What I do is important. As someone who's a new mother, I'm telling you, if you are a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't matter if you have kids, period. You do have days where you feel like, wow, am I just their butler? Am I just their maid? But at the end of the day, when you take care of yourself, you feel more than that. You feel like I actually have a very important job raising and rearing up the children of the future, the adults of the future, and I'm looking cute doing it at the same time. It also makes you feel like you're worthy of respect and you won't take crap from anyone. And that's something that I think has been huge for me. And I want to see more women feel that when they go through their day-to-day life. Bottom line, confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself, whether they're really big or really small. And I will tell you that getting dressed as often as you can, daily, whatever it looks like, is a small promise that makes massive impact in your life and in your community and in your home. The fourth thing that I want to talk about, and this one's huge, you are able to regulate your emotions and shift energy in your life. Did you know that getting ready and dressing up and dressing as the best version of yourself, it can calm anxiety, it can center your mood, and it can shift your entire vibe? I recently read something and I want to read it to you. Self-expression through clothing is a form of regulation because we experience dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin, all of which are happy hormones. These are all essential to repair of the body and balance of your overall body. So when your self-expression is blocked because you're like, I'm just going to wear sweats today, or who cares, or I don't have anything coming up or anywhere to go, what ends up happening is when your self-expression is blocked, creativity stops flowing, motivation drops, and ultimately connection with others starts to feel intimidating or unsafe because you don't feel confident in yourself, so you will start to isolate. There's a book called Reversing Alzheimer's that is fascinating. I just started reading it and I want to share something from it with you. It states that engaging in social activities may actually help to build your brain's ability to cope with dis-ease. And yeah, disease can be a big thing, but when you think about that word dis-ease, anywhere in your life where you don't feel ease or at peace, that's what we're talking about here. Engaging in social activities and being around others, it relieves stress and it improves your mood. And so if you are not confident to be around other people or put yourselves in environments where you feel good about yourself, this can lead to a decrease in your brain activity. It can lead to your brain literally declining. So getting dressed is not just a vanity thing. It's not just something that would be cute or nice. Y'all, this is big. It's not just about looking good. It's about feeling anchored. It's about health and stability of our brains. Our brains are designed to create new memories and always be growing and functioning. And if you are waiting for a moment, that is not healthy for your brain. The fifth thing I want to cover is you become a visual leader to others. I'm talking your kids, your spouse, your colleagues, strangers on the street. All of the people around you see how you treat yourself by how you show up. And you're probably thinking it's not that deep, Tina, but I'm telling you right now, as someone who came through the trenches of postpartum, it made a difference when I put some blush on. It made a difference when I showed up for myself versus the days where I was wearing a spit up hoodie and sweats. You gain respect from those around you, and you gain a newfound respect for yourself, most importantly. You actually become someone that people want to listen to. I heard once a lady say, increase your opportunity for luck. And doing this, getting dressed, taking care of yourself, does just that. You start to attract the opportunities that you desire from others because they see you as someone, back to the halo effect, that is worthy and is the girl for that opportunity. So whether you're wanting more money, a raise, better friends, an ideal partner, a divine love, it all starts here. You teach others how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. Think about these words: self-worth, self-confidence. It all is about the self first, you, and how you choose to show up. The rest is a result of that. The rest is a physical manifestation of what you're putting out into the world. Anyhow, I hope this video helps someone, and I want to encourage you that the next time you think to yourself, what's the point? I don't have a special occasion. Babe, you are the occasion, okay? You're alive. You have breath in your body. You are worthy, and it's worth it to take care of yourself and to show up as the best version of you. Remember, you're not dressing for the world. It's not vain. You are dressing for the woman that you're becoming. You're dressing for the best, highest timeline version of you. You are dressing and showing up for the opportunities that you're actively calling in and desiring deep within your heart. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps someone. And comment below if you are going to take the challenge to show up and dress for yourself throughout the week. I started doing this after postpartum, and I would challenge myself minimum of 3 times a week to put on lipstick, blush, a dress, and just see where that led. And every month I would try to up it. And I can't begin to tell you how much this has done for my self-esteem, for my mental health, and overall my life. So I'm excited to hear from you in the comments if you're going to try this and what your biggest takeaway was. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.